Welcome, folks, to Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Easily one of the most passionate and still underrated environments in college football. This crowd ready to roar for the Utes. It can be a tough place for visitors to win. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Golden Flashes will kick it away to start us off. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Utes offense comes on the field first today. And here comes that star wide receiver, certainly one of the focal points of the offense, one of the best in college football. He has that kind of, yeah, I'm him aura. I'm the best player on the field.
The field? This guy crawled out of the bed, thought he was the best. He's confident, but he carries it as a guide for his team. It gives them confidence because they know that when he's great, they have a chance to win every game.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. So they'll retain possession. It's no turnover, but a big loss on the play.
He catches a break here. Ball is on the ground. It ends up bouncing right back to him to avoid a disaster for the offense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Utes will have to punt this one away. And the ball is away from inside the 10. And it's taken at the 45. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense comes out for their first
that's
possession.
beautiful.
Well,
Tell me about it.
To narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams
If any
with
monsters
great
spawn.
individual players.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Keeping it on the ground here. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Soppa with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Just love watching this back line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Chris, this is exactly why it's so tough to defend this offense, and especially this quarterback. He can throw the football, but we can see here, this guy's ability to run the option, he can pitch it, or in this case, run it, keep it himself, put 6 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Utah offense takes the field. Are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Utes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Kent State's offense back out there now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Hands off to the left. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
On first down, it's play action. Looks to the left. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The Golden Flashes lining up here on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kent State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaking tackles. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Hey, we don't need to scream like that.
Might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And it's Kent State in the lead right now, Kirk. They jumped out to an early lead in the opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Running play called on 3rd and short. He stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. The 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here comes a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Gives it to the back. Fights off a defender. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back in the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. And the Utes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll try the jet sweep here. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. They bring the heat and get him behind the line.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. The Utes will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Quarterback keeps the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They'll run it from the gun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Oh, what a move, goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The Golden Flashes will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Big set for 2nd down. Quarterback drops back.
Yeah.
Pass is incomplete. Buffers a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback.
Pretty cheap considering the other side.
Quarterback rough up. Let's hope he's okay. Automatic first down
Where is it?
coming.
Yeah.
If that looks good.
Oh, okay.
They also have a skate package, but it's
Handoff here
that
from the
it's the same. You
shotgun.
get $20. Free 22.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown. Golden flashes. Still no answer for this offense. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Now they get set to kick it away.
That's like a pretty good price.
Yep. Yeah, it's fine.
See what I
And it's caught from inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the Utah offense takes the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is coming. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And this time it's complete.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Running out of time in the pocket. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Kansas State.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Kent State. This offense is still clicking.
Nice safe call here for the touchdown. The quarterback does a nice job of just kind of waiting to find the crease behind that center and guard. Found it, got low, and found the end zone.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Utes will kick it off to begin the second half. He's got it inside the 15. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown.
Chris, I love this. People, they're still trying to get into their seats from halftime, and here's the first play of the third quarter, and boom, we've already got points on the scoreboard with an electric kickoff.
That makes the score.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return. And the Utah offense takes the field. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. First play of the second half is a handoff.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Here's the option play. He'll pitch it. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
That shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Play action here on first down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Catch made on the left side. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket and away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Golden Flashes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ball handed off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Run quickly. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback still with the football. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions.
Penn State, 35. Utah, 0.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, golden flashes. And the route is on.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Utes offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And it's a bunch formation. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
1st down, looking to throw the football. He's going to take off, and he'll be brought down. Now it's 2nd down here. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That ball snagged for a completion. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way
on the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He's running out of time here. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up. The Utes will line up to boot it away. That's his 4th punt already today. And he takes it around the 20. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now, to play fake, he'll look to throw it. Buying time, moving to his left. Using his legs here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the 1st down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Golden Flash is starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They're going to run it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early. And